9 affordable cars with unlimited tuning potential. Having a car to modify is the dream of many car enthusiasts. However, what strikes me the most is the idea of taking a car that's lost its sparkle and improving various aspects until we leave it to our liking, giving it a personal touch. Furthermore, there are numerous ways to embark on a car modification project, ranging from restoring a classic to building the ultimate weekend machine to preparing a vehicle for track days. However, not every vehicle should be repaired. Some are too difficult to navigate or were built too cheaply, causing them to disintegrate. Nevertheless, the Celica, R32 Skyline, WRX STI, 350Z, RX-7, Miata, Civic, and so on are all safe bets from the 1990s. Sure, generations of generally reliable cars, on the other hand, are modified nightmares that cost far more than you'd expect. So it's best to ignore them and focus on something simple and sophisticated that will raise your heart rate without breaking the bank. And this is the purpose of this video. Don't you want to know the 9 affordable cars to modify? Let's dive into it. Number 9. Dodge Challenger. The Dodge Challenger is another iconic muscle car that doesn't require tuning to satisfy people, but seasoned modders still do it. It's a reasonably priced sports car with a massive engine, particularly the SRT Demons with 840 horsepower Hemi V8 monster. In terms of accessory vendors, ease of installation, and third-party companies that make it simple to customize the Challenger exactly how you want it. Number 8. Ford Focus. Another popular choice. Many people mistake a Focus for a boring car with nothing special. However, the possibilities for change are numerous. Because the interior of the vehicle is already comfortable, the exterior is frequently the focus of attention. If it's a used one, the price is very appealing. Surprisingly, the Ford Focus is almost as popular as the Mustang as a tuned vehicle. On the other hand, the Focus is less expensive and can be just as fun and easy to customize as the Mustang. It may not be as popular as imports, but experts enjoy working on it. The compact car was voted the #1 hatchback for car modifications for 2 years running at SEMA, which means something. Number 7. Nissan 200SX S13. Drifters know this car better than anyone else because it's become a symbol of those who enjoy going sideways since the 1990s. The downside is that prices are rising and becoming a little ridiculous, but they're still reasonable in some cases. It's a car that stands out for its incredible chassis, lightness, handling, and having a solid foundation for modifications. Many people perform a swap and replace the standard engine with the 200 HP SR20 DET. Some people install the Skyline RB26 DETT, but to do so you need a little bit of pocket change. Number 6. Mazda MX-5 Miata. The Mazda MX-5 Miata has always been one of the most affordable but enjoyable sports cars on the market. It's one of the most frequently modified cars due to its low cost. It's the ideal race car for a weekend of racing. The MX-5 is the prototypical project car. Its mechanical simplicity, many spare parts, and low maintenance cost have made it the vehicle of choice for many people. It's so simple that a turbo or a volumetric compressor can be installed for little money, especially in the NA and NB versions, and aftermarket parts can be found even under the stones, which is the cage, exhaust lines, and suspension. Remember, it's a real roadster, so fun is guaranteed. It produces 132 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions and 152 Newton-meters of torque at 4,000 courses. The car accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 8.3 seconds and has a top speed of 204 km per hour. It's always paired with a 6-speed manual transmission which directs all of the engine's power to the rear axle. Mazda and Long Road Racing have collaborated on a turnkey Miata for motorsport series worldwide. It's the fastest sports car available, and models dating back to 1990 are simple to tune. Number 5. Nissan 350Z 370Z. If you have a lot of money, like Japanese cars, and watch the entire Fast and Furious franchise, you must also see a tuned Nissan 350Z. The GT Younger R's sibling is an entirely customizable vehicle, from the engine to the aesthetics. We're not sure if everyone tinkers with the exterior to improve aerodynamics, but who cares? The tuning goal is to personalize the car and steal looks. In the case of the 350Z, add a massive spoiler, Lamborghini-esque opening doors and plenty of air intakes, and you have a true tuning monument. For many years, the rear-wheel drive sports car has 287 HP with the V6 engine in the 350 and 332 HP with the engine in the 370. There's something for everyone here. Aftermarket wheels, lowered suspension, body wraps, compressors and exhausts. And there's enough to outfit every modder with their one-of-a-kind eye-catching vehicle. Number 4. Subaru Impreza WRX STI. The Subaru Impreza is light, but the WRX and WRX STI are not. Because of how easy it is to modify and the amount of work done on them, the Impreza has a long history of being a champion rally car. The Subaru WRX STI distinguishes itself in the technical section by employing a turbocharged 4-cylinder 2-liter boxer engine with a power output of 300 HP and a torque output of 407 Nm. It has a 6-speed manual transmission and all-wheel drive, representing both the model and the brand. It's been a favorite among tuners for years. The WRX and WRX STI offer significant performance improvements right out of the box, plus a big rear wing for the STI. We're now going to the last 3 of our top 3 choices. Number 3. Volkswagen GTI. Walking down the street and seeing a Golf with no cosmetic modifications is the highlight of the day. Nowadays, finding a Golf that hasn't been tuned is challenging. Yes, the Caribe first-generation Golf is included. All of the customization details are useful. Whether it's cosmetic or mechanical, Golf is always open to changes. The key to its success was its low price at the time and the various sports versions, particularly GTI and GTI W12 inspired tuners. The Volkswagen GTI is a sportier version of the Golf and is widely regarded as the best German hot hatch available, mainly tuning. When it was first introduced in 1976, the compact hatchback ushered in a new era of performance. Its modern 220 HP engine, adaptive chassis control system, and reduced ride height are still a favorite among tuners worldwide. Number 2. Honda Civic EK. The Civic is an ideal car to tune because it was one of the best-selling cars at the time and has Japanese origins. Although the current and previous generations are not particularly popular for modification, they are familiar with different wheels, blacked-out headlights, and large aerodynamic accessories. Many people bring them here because of the low cost of used Civics from the United States. They also buy their supplements. It's a low-cost, dependable vehicle with numerous options. The engine produces the most power, 125 kilowatts at 170 HP at 7,800 RPM, and the most torque, 157 Newton meters at 7,300 RPM. The fuel tank has a capacity of 45 liters. This defines the Honda Civic EK series. It only takes a quick search on the internet to see that people have done everything to their Honda, from impossible swaps to brutal aesthetic modifications. It must be said that it is the best of all Civics in terms of design. The pieces are easy to find, inexpensive, and varied enough that you can make this little Japanese into anything you want. It can be your circuit car, your weekend getaway vehicle on mountain roads, or it can be used for drag racing. The point is that you'll have a good time. It employs programmable injection as a combustion system. Number 1. Toyota Supra. Number 1 is the Toyota Supra, particularly the Mark IV generation, which has a legendary reputation from tuner culture. It's an indestructible car with its inline 6-cylinder 2JZ that can handle all kinds of turbo boosters and superchargers with ease, making it perfect for mods. In the SZ, the 4-liter 2.0 engine produces 197 horsepower and 320 Newton meters of torque, while the SZR produces 258 horsepower and 400 Newton meters of torque. The Toyota Supra RZ is the most powerful version, with a 6-litre 3.0 engine producing 340 horsepower and 500 Nm of torque. It's a fan favorite thanks to its iconic engines and a pleasing body shape and design. This brings our video to a close. What do you think? Do you think it's appropriate to tune a car? Have you ever done it? What modifications would you make to your vehicle? You can share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click the notification bell to stay up to date on new videos. Subscribing and liking this video will also be appreciated. See you next time.